deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Running inside, it's Henderson. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. When on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third down, they need 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And it's the Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Henderson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. To throw, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Into the end zone for 6.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Ncaa. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. And the Roadrunners are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Henderson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. To the air, it's McCown. Looking for space to the left. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Roadrunners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it. It's Henderson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
To try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Let's talk just for a minute about Ncaa. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Makes the grab in their space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ncaa!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success.
Snags it and he's open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And it's the Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Henderson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking for a man, it's McCown. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Timeout, Ncaa.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running inside. It's Reeder. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Orange, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Reeder. Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Shotgun snap on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He wants to change this route. On the run, it's Henderson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Finding some room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Powers through the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's McCown. Fires left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Oh, and they almost had another one. And this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Holds it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Tight end now in motion. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Right on the money. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Ahead. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this first down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal. Touchdown, UTSA! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is why you never quit on a play. 4th down by the goal line. It looked like the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't give in to the defense. He just dug deep down inside himself and found a way to score that TD. That was impressive.
Ncaa, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And they just keep firing, taking out big chunks here, trying to keep the game alive.
No trickeration there at all, Reese. I mean, that's a play for vertical everybody's got in their playbook, and you're just counting on someone somewhere downfield to make a play.
The run inside. It's Reeder. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught behind the line. It's Reeder. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Gonna look downfield again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Huskies. Gets it into the end zone. The Huskies back on top. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Gonna run it, it's Henderson. Shakes off the defender. At the 35, he's loose. He's up to 113 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Making side adjustments here. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Turns it loose deep. He's got it inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Stepping to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws it deep. And it's caught at the 10.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown, and they can send it to overtime with the kick, or do they dare try to win it here?
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And the extra point was good. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting the sack on 3rd down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you've got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going over the top. Makes the grab at the 10. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw's not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Big 3rd and goal here in overtime as they try to get a touchdown to take the lead. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the hardest part of the field to execute a 3rd and long. Everybody drops back now, and they're just covering the red zone area. So little space to cover. But the good news is now 4th and long makes the decision easy. Kick the field goal.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. He might want another play.
Rush! Hammer! Move, go! Replace!
From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it go to the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception, they're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll start this drive firing. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway. What
will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? defense in press coverage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reader. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Run in the red zone. It's Reader. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Ready, go.
On the run, it's Reader. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Rides to back and leaves it. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. It's good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.